Hey there, Capricorn community. Soul Tigers here with a story for this wonderful community. Now, as usual, no idea what's going to come out, but there is a vibe. There is a vibe, and so what I can say is in the vibe, what I'm picking up is there's a particular song lyric. Turn back time to the good old days. I have a Capricorn in this story who feels like life was just better. It was better in the good old days. Maybe it's because health issues are coming about. But something more needs to be done. Ancestors are not too happy with the Capricorn's choices lately. Let stuff burn out. Let it burn out, because that gives room for you to go and get something else. Stop trying to light a wickless candle with no wax. And where I get this from and the whole let it burn out is, while I was powering up this energy field, trying to pick up what this frequency is throwing, I had a candle go out. And this is why it's saying let stuff burn out, so that you can go ahead and remove it. Because if I was to try and light this, still there's nothing there to light. And what I picked up when I was listening to this coming in is there's a situation here with Capricorn that they keep trying to ignite, but there's nothing there to ignite. Always with their hand out. And there is just not a happy face right next to it that I drew, with the arrow that points from divine is protecting. So you're having these uncomfortable feelings around something that you're trying to keep going, even though there's nothing there to keep going. And it's divine trying to protect you. It's divine trying to do a little intervening kind of thing. Divine will intervene also through our emotions. A lot of things will come in. And Capricorn, y'all is so distant. Y'all is so distant, but y'all climb such high cliffs. And when I was dialing in is a Capricorn's loyalty. If you have a Capricorn's loyalty, they will climb mountains for you. And they won't stop. But you have to be careful, because what I'm hearing is somebody's capitalizing on that. Oh. Let's see what needs to come out. I got a lot of cards coming out directly. I didn't even have to question what wants to come out or for the decks to be used today. I do apologize ahead of time, Capricorn community. As always, I called in your ancestors, angels, spirit guides, as well as divine, universal, and angels of protection here to help create a safe and sacred space. Sometimes we need a little bit of tough love. We need a little bit of tough love, and it's to help get us out of this south node. Don't let your past hold you back. What I'm hearing is to reflect on the good old days. The good old days seem easy, they seem simple, because you were more simpler back then in your thinking. Now you're seasoned. Now you've ripened a little bit. Now you are becoming of age where you have learned and you're seeing things a little differently. But what it is you're seeing things in your immediate environment. I'm thinking that you didn't see that this would be the alignment, the outcome. You was hoping for something different. And what I have here is the answers you need are coming full moon in Gemini. But this lands in reverse, and I'm being pulled to maybe if a Capricorn is chasing something, they keep trying to ignite, keep trying to make it grow, but nothing's there really, then being held on the string, waiting for validation, waiting for answers, waiting for somebody to explain why they're doing what they're doing to you, could be the very thing that has your Achilles tendon, so to say. The very thing that keeps you climbing the cliffs. It's like an endless game. That's what I'm getting. Something else we're not seeing. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. But this comes out in reverse. Something doesn't want you climbing this cliff anymore. For whoever, whatever this situation is. I really, really feel that. With this, don't let your past hold you back. The new moon energy in Libra is asking us to take the lessons, the resentment, the regrets, the things that we take out on ourselves from the past, that coal that has us so out of balance on one side, and to press it, to get in there and to press it into that diamond and reinvest that into ourselves on the other side of the scales with this new moon in Libra. And then the full moon speaks about that action, but the action isn't in a sense where we go running off like a ram. It leads to the egotistic side, and it goes to coming out with a new view. A view that doesn't have judgment attached to it. A new start is coming, and this one comes out in reverse. There's a lot of stuck energy, and what I'm getting is this has to do with health. This has to do with health. Right now, there is a Capricorn who feels like they're too late. Too late. Personal issues reach a resolution. Whatever it is that you feel like you're too late on, you're not too late. You can grab on it with the other side, or you can see it from another side. From a grounded view in your emotions. Because Capricorns do have a little bit of issues when it comes to emotions. I'm not going to lie. I love y'all. Because y'all the ride or die loyalist mofos out there. But you want to start talking about feely kind of things. Ooh, the feelings bag is closed tight, locked up, chained up for Capricorns. A time to give rather than take. This is in reverse as well. You're giving to the wrong thing. That's what it is. And what's keeping you away from this new start coming that you're not seeing is that, boom, you are good enough. There we go. All right, so 2 moons here. 2 moons. I got the new moon and the full moon. I have a lot of other moons, but the 2 that are the same energy is Virgo. So this is really speaking about, or more dominated about, how we take care of ourselves. Comes down to hygiene. Again, medical stuff. I believe Virgo was the assistant to the physician in the mythology, who was, I believe, her father, their father. So there's something here that Capricorn needs to take a step back. They need to stop doing what they've been doing to try and get a hold of something. because this is what's having them give too much away, and it's to the point where they're literally giving themselves away, giving away their resources. It could be giving away their health in some kind of way, and it has to deal again with the choices that they're making. Whoever it is, if it's in a group, if it's a particular person that has their hand out. But there's a reason why you're feeling the way you feel. In Capricorn, you're coming in conflict because what I'm hearing is loyalty is everything, though. Loyalty is everything. You got to be loyal to yourself first. Forget the rest. Loyal to yourself first, because if this individual, this whole situation was loyal to you, you wouldn't be struggling here with health stuff. I don't know if there's a struggle to put food in the fridge, if there's a struggle to get the medications, if there's a struggle to get certain things that you need to take care of yourself. But it's something directly that has to do with taking care of yourself. Drink more water. Definitely drink more water. Eat some good food, healthy, good food. I'm seeing some green, maybe more vegetables. Vegetables are higher in alkalinity. You can go ahead and do research on that. Maybe taking up the alkalinity kind of stuff. Slowing down on anything that's really acidic to help kind of detoxify the system. There could be somebody's system who just has so much built up that they need to do a detox. Remember, this is all for entertainment purposes, but I'm really, really focused on the health stuff here, especially with the Virgo who's showing up twice. So let's go ahead and get started with the present. So there's some confusion, some stuckness on movement. Movement that has to do with justice. I have Athena here. But Athena, this is justice, but this is strength as well, because this is in the 8. So this is something that pulls at your strength, that drains you at the same time. It's the monkey on your back in a sense. This isn't a good monkey. Here, this would be a friend. But if the monkey is being bad and not wanting to let you get a minute, always... You ever heard that saying, don't shit where you eat? Whoever you're dealing with turned into a monkey that's on your shoulder that's shitting where they freaking eat, in a sense. Or the better saying is, don't bite the hand that feeds you. This is what's happening. It's with a person who keeps overstepping. They keep taking and they keep taking and they keep taking. That's what I'm getting. They're very unjust about it, which is creating an imbalance for the Capricorn in this story. What else needs to come out? It's a transformation right here. Oh, buddies. Oh, buddies. That's 13. Scorpio energy. Scorpio house is transformation through relationships. You feel it. You feel it. There's something that you're feeling, but again, you're confused. And what you don't see is how you can move with it. You don't see how you are the... How do I put it? Because I have the Emperor here. Emperor is Taurus. It's fixed energy. It's having the kingdom. Or no, not Emperor. Emperor's Aries. My bad. Emperor is Aries. Aries is the birth of awareness. It's the head. It's Mars energy. It's cardinal. It's the start of a season. You don't see how you can take off and wield your power in a different direction. How you could see a different view with your world. Get a different view. What I'm hearing is you don't see how you would be able to pick up and move. Do something different. Well, let's get a clarity card. I'm hearing a clarity card for the Emperor. That was quick. So the clarity card has some confusion in the way that you go. The clarity card is how you can have this rebirth. Is it going to be worth it? You're both confused. You are very, very confused. What I have here, because this has to do with the transformation through relationships, I'm not going to read these two because they're both in a side position, so it's a little bit confused. But one thing that is popping out is, how do I word this? Sometimes we will get stuck in an energy or in a lesson where we have to move past seeing our sexual side as being the only validation to seeing that people want us. Sometimes we will get so frustrated, and we can get so frustrated sexually, it translates that way in the root chakra, I should say. What it is we're having a big insecurity. We're having a big fear of being alone, or maybe even feeling unwanted, that we will give our sexual energy away as currents to fulfill that. And this could be what's holding up this transformation. We will find out better in the blog, but this is what I'm getting, is that somehow Virgo's going back and they're trying to use a sexual energy, or they're translating how much others want them through their sexual energy. It's something like that. I don't think it's just to attract others through sexual energy, because we have the actual little symbol, the M with the little arrow, is literally represents a male's reproductive organ. So this is heavily around sexual energy if we have two death cards coming out. Because I'll even read what Scorpio's energy in the body represents is sexual organs. You're going to put yourself at risk. I felt this, 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 I felt this when I was working out. This is a big warning. This is for entertainment purposes. This is. All right, I'll get this out there. But in this story, for this Capricorn, this is a warning. You have a very bad person who is trying to sexually manipulate you, or it could be that they're trying to sexually get at you. And what they're going to do is they're going to give you something. They're going to give you a gift that you can't give back, a gift that you can't ungift to yourself, a gift that will never let go. Now, if there's a Capricorn who has been experiencing some different health issues, is noticing some different things, what I'm hearing is weakness, more tired easily. It's harder to breathe. You need to go get you a blood test done. You need to make you doctor's appointments. Because if anything's been given, getting ahead of anything is your best bet. Getting productive. Don't put this to the side, whatever this is. Oh my gosh. If it hasn't happened yet, regardless, go get you a blood test. Go get you a blood test, detoxify your system, clean yourself out. Clean yourself out, do it in a holistic way, but you got somebody who either thinks they've already done it, or you got somebody who's plotting. There's an energy here. And it's whoever always has this handout, whoever makes you feel like you have to keep climbing cliffs for them. Keep climbing cliff. That was a hard one to say. Oh my gosh. I don't... And they're doing the most. I was receiving some visions earlier when I was working out, and I didn't think it was going to be translated here, but it is. And what I could see is a male sexual reproductive organ. And it's diseased, it's gross, and it keeps trying to come in. And it's trying to do the most to present its energy there. Like, it was gross. It was really gross. So right now is, you got to put all blocks up. You got to put all the blocks up right here. This is, you got to stand. You got to stand. This person, 1, 2, 3, this person's got around. They're trying to get around. They're going to do the most to try and bend you to let them in. And it says, I know this pops up in an upright 10, but I'm just letting you know that you going ahead and almost in a sense putting yourself in a hermit mode and taking care of yourself is going to help. Keeping that side of the sun with you. What I'm hearing is the sun on your back. Don't turn your back right now to individuals who operate in the night. You need to operate in the side of the sun, in the positive masculinity where it's exploration, adventure, progress, development. It sounds weird in this kind of translation, but what this is saying is you got to get proactive and you got to take a full stand. Put that full barrier up, close that gate, and we need to take back ourselves. Anything else need to come out? Anything else need to come out for the present? Something that you're not seeing, something that keeps you confused. We have a 6 of Pentacles. You want to be fair, but if you take off, you feel like you're being unfair. I would say you have 2 individuals here that would be respectable at coming in and say asking for something from you. But on the flip side is you would have individuals coming in and they're doing anything to try and get this from you. Whatever it is, they want your stability, they want your groundedness, they want your growth, they want your coin. They want something. They want something. Yep. And that's what they're trying to keep you confused on, what they're actually coming in for. Oh my goodness gracious. So what this has evolved to, because if I remember right, past few stories, Capricorn, you have been dealing with the community. All right. But you could have a couple here that are really playing at something. A couple here, 2 of them, that are making bets behind closed doors. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm not the only person who's gone through that. And I can only say it from my view because I'm effeminate. But I've had guys make bets. I've had them make bets more than once in my lifetime on who can get me first or even ever. And it doesn't ever work. I always see past this. But this could be a type of energy that's happening here. You can have 2 that are coercing it. 2 that are trying their hardest to deliver something. What is it that we need to know about this block? What is it for the Capricorn in this story? Justice. So remember, strength, well, usually in the Roman numerals, 8 is strength. Or is it? Well, I have it here as strength. But see, this one, I have justice. And this is, yep, 11. So right now, you don't see justice. You don't see how the strength of getting up, walking away, closing yourself off would bring justice. Here comes the death card for a third time again. You don't see, or you don't want to bring the veil back. You haven't wanted to bring the veil back on what's been needing to happen, and this is what's getting you sick. Or this is what's going to get the Capricorn and the Sagittarius, or this Capricorn and this story sick. Why did I want to say Sagittarius? Does it have to do with the fire sign? Sagittarius is mutable energy, putting an end to stuff. Sagittarius, I see. Jupiter energy shows much about where one's more generous, optimistic side of manifestations. There's something here. It could be with a little bit of Jupiter energy. Something you're not being optimistic about when this veil, or when you need to pull this veil back. And right now we are in this energy with this new moon in Libra, full moon in Aries, and that second moon where energetically the cosmos are forcing the veil to come back. Now the whole thing is, if they're going to show you what's going on and you continue to ignore, then you will never have justice. You'll never have justice. Unjust things will happen. Not just things. And sometimes to have just stuff happen in the light of justice, you have to work for it. You have to get out of whatever you're in. What else needs to come out? Taking a different view. Taking a different view. We got the Hangman here, Neptune energy. You got Pisces, I believe. I believe. You got to really see your beliefs in a positive way. Somehow you beat up your beliefs. You've beat up the beliefs on what you can align with. What you can share a very cornucopious kind of ending that's really intimate, that's fulfilling. This could be work. This could be in different types of relationships, friends, family. But whoever these individuals are, whether friends, families, acquaintances, I don't know if they know this, but somehow they're able to play off of this. What I'm hearing is they could love bomb you. And as I say that, love bomb, that's how they first start draining you. Taking what you really believe in, have you overspending, not protected, keeping you away from that intuition that's telling you, hey, that intuition that's highlighting why you feel the way you feel when they come in with their hand out, expecting something from you, making you give them something, making you climb those cliffs for them. What else needs to come out for the block? Where is your home? Where is the stability in your home? Why is it that you can't have a home that doesn't revolve around conflict. For some reason, you don't see that you can have a home where you don't have others that are conflicting, always trying to take, always coming in combative, always trying to keep you down, keep you injured, keep you wounded, keep you where they know that you're going to continue to climb their mountains for them. This could be somebody who's very high maintenance that this Capricorn's dealing with. All right, let's see. Page of Swords. It's taking that breath of fresh air. Taking that breath of fresh air and being able to look back on it in that different direction. Page of Swords, yes, that's air energy, but it does remind me of the full moon energy. You got two choices. You can act like a child and throw a fit about it, or you can be able to see that fresh view on how what you want can be achievable, but it doesn't have to be achievable at your health expense. And I repeat that because it wasn't very clear. At your health expense. Anything else want to come out? It's the truth. It's like we were saying. The truth is going to set some stuff free. It really is. You got to see how these individuals are in the background helping this happen. Self-sabotaging. Do you remember a lot of times the lightning's usually at that tower? We got to get to a tower moment here. Got to get to that tower moment. That tower moment's going to happen when you get more balance. When you start to unchain yourself from whatever it is that you're addicted to. We can get addicted to a sense of wanting our lives to be a certain way. That's that attachment of specific outcomes. Wow, I'm so stammery now. Holy moly, could there be, I'm focused on the liquids here. On this one in particular. So it could be that they're using the drink. It could be that there is the drink that is being used. I was watching a video and somebody had mentioned that drinking spirits actually opens portals. I don't know energetically if that's true, but I know that stuff isn't for me. And I used to drink, but now I just look at my health very differently. And whatever it is, these individuals could be using spirits, could be using alcohol, could be using some kind of intoxicating substance to get this Capricorn, what I'm hearing to say is seduced. Seduced, vulnerable, to where they open up to something, and then this person's gonna, here's this package. This is why a big warning sign is coming out to take care of your health, even mentioning drink more water. Stay away. Stay away from the gin and juice. That goose that got you feeling loose. Because for the past 2 years or so, those STD rates are going up. All the way out the doors, through the windows, through the roofs. It's everywhere in all the generations. All the generations. Nobody's excluded anymore. Oh, no. Don't be ashamed. Stuff happens. Stuff happens. You get weak. get weak. Everybody has a weak moment. Nobody's perfect. But the biggest thing is just to always take care of yourself, because even if mistakes were made, getting to the doctors and getting on what you need to get on, do what you got to do to take care of your health, because you can still find what you're looking for. It's not impossible. And if nothing's happened yet, then get to that water. Don't be messing with certain energies that always want to get you drunk, that always want to do stuff on the sneaks to give you sneaky, icky stuff. Be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. I never realized how bad it was till I moved states, and I kid you not, we have certain commercials that where I used to live were never on. Within the first few years of being here, the talk of HIV and AIDS was much more frequent here. I've seen videos, heard a particular podcast within the past year of a person calling in to a podcast, admittedly giving people that gift on purpose. These people were married, these people were single, these people didn't matter the class. You do have angry individuals out there who will spread things on purpose, who will be upset that they put themselves at risk, didn't protect themselves, and will blame it on others instead of taking acknowledgement for what has happened and becoming proactive in caring for themselves. You have to protect yourself at all costs. Anyone trying to be sneaky, sneak something off, you gotta shut it down. Shut it down and get out of there. And ask for blood tests. You're not dumb. You're not dumb. You go get you one first. And they don't want to sit there and reciprocate that. Bye, Felicia. Get out of here. They're not worth it. This is going to be a big transformation no matter what happens here. This is all for entertainment purposes. And again, somebody who has made a mistake, we're all human. You're not the only one out there. And just make sure you get to the doctors. Either way, get those blood tests going. All right, so let's see what needs to come out. What needs to come out? Finances. You got to protect your finances. Stop spending on these cups. Stop being hung up on these individuals and wanting to keep the veil closed. Pull it back no matter what anybody else is going to say. Start doing something different with those finances. Right now, you're dealing with a bunch of adult children. Speaking up, expressing, clear communication, confidence in what you want, confidence in where you want to go, confidence, stability, groundness, security, and the ideal dream that you want still, and speaking up. And when you speak up after this veil is pulled back, they can't reciprocate it. Bye. You got decisions to make. Don't keep them with you standing on your head for them. No, you're going to align better with yourself, with your beliefs, with your health. Once you make the decisions for yourself, based for yourself, not based for them, because if this is right, what I'm picking up, they're very selfish. They're very selfish. They would be that thing that's going to drain you of everything and anything. And right now the transformation is that you have to learn your value. Seeking and finding that you don't always have to be in environments where there's conflict. You don't always have to fund the party. You don't always have to fund somebody else or always climb their cliffs, their mountains to make them happy. Their happiness is not within your control. Their happiness all falls on them. Yeah, so what? They had a bad past. Yeah, so what? This happened to them. Stuff's happened to you too. They have the choice. They have the free will to get up off their butts and do whatever they need to do to take care of themselves, even still to this day. They're not choosing to. They're choosing to connive. They're choosing to try and hurt somebody. And they know it. They know it. You got to see past that. You just want to see the good side in everybody. I get that. But honestly, I have parental care here. If you was your own mother, if you was your own father, what would you tell yourself? If your child, if your little brother, if your little sister, your little niece, your little nephew, that little co-worker you try and look out for, you know, I don't know if you're in a big brother kind of thing. If they were going through this, what would you tell them? Would you tell them to keep doing it? Would you tell them to move on? What would you do? When you think about that, I want you to put that onto yourself. Tell yourself that. Have your back. Have your back. What's the last message for the Capricorn community? Last message. You're not seeing it. You're confused. Get some new hobbies. Get you a new hobby. This drink, this whatever with these ones. No, this is what's doing the health end too. You need a new hobby that's going to help take care of you. A new hobby that's going to take you off in a new direction. This new hobby is going to take you off in a new direction. And it's going to be at first confronting these individuals and then getting them out, getting past them, going and doing something totally different. And you're going to find new people in that area. But I just feel like you don't see that, Capricorn, in this story. You only see that you only have this one type around you, this one level. But what you don't see is when you level up, there's going to be a whole other type, a whole new level with different individuals. But it all comes at when you change these routines. And these ones are the same colors here. Look at that. Look at that. That's that third eye. We have some solar plexus. So it's going to be following that intuition. There's a reason why this stuff is upsetting you. There's a reason why. Don't fight it. Get the clarity on it, the insight. It's going to take using some of your imagination or feeling like you're using your imagination when you catch a feeling, when your intuition's clicking. And you're going to sit here and this is going to build your confidence into your personal power. You're going to find joy, self-discipline when you start finding new things to do and growing, taking off and being able to fly in other directions. You're going to find love, harmony, and compassion. I have a lot of this green, so we'll go to heart chakra here. There's going to be some emotional balance, but you may get to a new height in your consciousness where you can look back on individuals like this and how this was a cycle and be able to forgive whatever's at the root of this cycle. This is beautiful, but it's going to be hard. You have a lot of Scorpio energy here. What was it? 3 death cards. Pluto. I'll read Pluto right here. Basic life drives of sex and aggression. the part of that cuts through externals and gets down to life and death matters. Will to control and dominate. Could have to do with that sexual energy, not letting that run you. You got to balance out that root chakra, whatever it is that you're having to fulfill when it comes to that energy. You have some work to do, but on the other side of it, once you start working towards your north node, things are going to start changing for you. They are. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. You've just been stuck in your south node, in your past. I already know. And you need to go to I am ready to learn. Like I said, it doesn't matter the age. We can learn new things, write new chapters at any time in our lifetimes. Don't forget that. But again, I'm going to take it back to the biggest message here is we need to take care of our health. Go ahead, go get a blood test. Go talk to the doctors. Let's check everything out. Let's make sure everything's going good. And then any new kind of relationships we have, let's go ahead and put up a new standard before we let anybody in and we take any chances. All right, let's make sure people have good intentions around us. The people who we decide to, surround ourselves with. I think we're all entitled to that. And it does take some weaving. It does take looking into that barrel and going through all the apples and realizing that you just had a few rotten ones here. I think this is going to do it. Thank you so much, Capricorn community, for hanging out. I definitely enjoyed this story. And I can't wait to see the work that's going to get put in from this Capricorn community and making sure that they're keeping themselves safe. All right. Well, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.